dish to Ware. No foul. Keion Brooks, the shooter, all day long, and after the games are wrapped up, they will be your source for all that's going on with the tournament in Nashville at Bridgestone. As Keion Brooks takes the long-range formation, he has used so many different players, including Terrence Clark for 5 minutes, and number 5 back on the floor. No low point.
Just out of sync, out of rhythm. No rhyme or reason to Kentucky's offense right now. Have not found it yet.
Brooks takes it right to. Mintz uses a ball fake, and he launches a 3 that's around and out. Keion Brooks battles for it. It's deflected back to Mintz. Jacob Topping gets the start. Devin Askew didn't start the game, and he doesn't start the second half. That's Brooks' shot right there. Free. Good rebound, Brooks. He drives into the lane, hesitates, and is able. Mentioned the Big East with the loss of Connor Gillespie, a team that is on the come, and Hurley just got a contract extension. UConn, Jimmy, winning today over Georgetown 79-60. And they got a bunch of pieces as that shot is up and good from Brooks.
It's a problem, and there's the last play. Just lack of awareness by Jackson. Doesn't jump to the ball. The weak side defense in there, and Ole Miss is up 6-2.
Keion Brooks, free throw line jumper. One of those guys they thought was going to be a lot better, Brandon Boston. You know, in a lot of ways, Jimmy, I hear what you say, but is this a one-off? Is it aberrational? Did they just miss?
Respect that basketball around the rim, and Boston just steps right into one. So 23-16 game. Kentucky hasn't been clean on offense yet, but they're hanging in there because their defense has gotten better the last 4 minutes.
Keion Brooks, Illinois and Ohio State, Saturday, 4 o'clock Eastern. What a Saturday showcase presented by 5 Hour Energy. And then a game that never seems to fail. It always lives up to its billing, regardless of rankings or not. Duke, Carolina, Saturday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. It's third of the game.
He doesn't need much room, though. He's got that step back now with quickness. And it's a little bit of an opening, man. He will let it fire.
Look at how tenacious that Ole Miss defense is. Keion Brooks hard with the left. Nice
luck factor. Yep. Kentucky has been at the bottom of it all year long. And this is I don't know if this figures in or not, but when a 14% shooter has made 3 on you, I don't know what to say. Better play through it, though. If you're Kentucky, you're down 4.
Long 2.
Keep good stop. We don't talk about the ability of the guy to stop near enough in basketball. That was a fast, quick, purposeful stop by Schuler.
All right, we'll keep an eye here on these last 4 and the scoring ability of both. Let's ask you scores, Jimmy. It's back-to-back games for the point guard without a point.
By Kentucky, and that's a terrific attack by Trey Mann. Early offense there, but I thought Kentucky was more aggressive in trying to get that ball into the paint on that shot attempt by Boston. They've got to combine not just moving the ball, but moving their bodies with it, with some purpose to attack this zone.
See if Kentucky can regain their composure after the big lead. Brooks on the outside got it.
Boston said nothing. I would have let it go.
I know.
13-10 Kentucky.
Onward we go.
Devin Askew. It's not even March yet, Jimmy.
To the time.
Askew matched up with Vescovi.
There's a little help out front.
But that frees up Keion Brooks.
Maybe you get them back into this game from the defensive side.
Askew, Mintz, Jackson, Brooks, and Toppin the 5 on the floor. Brooks banks it in.
But you'll take that driving shot.
5 on 4. Boston, open look. No.
Wow, bodies are flying.
Off the ricochet, Brooks lays it in. To the Genesis Invitational, that's coming up right after hoops here on CBS. 3 ball doesn't go for Boston. Another rebound there for Keion Brooks Jr. Askew calls out a play. 10 to shoot. Under 2 minutes left in regulation. Askew had it knocked away. Starr recovers. Brooks with the jam.
Beautiful look by
Mike White has done a terrific job with the Gators this year, considering some of the adversity or extra adversity they've had to face.
basket.
Lance Ware checks in. Auburn coughs it up. You know, it hasn't exactly been clean so far for the Tigers either. 4 turnovers. Brooks is someone that they'll lean on, the sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
And fouled out in his last game in 23 minutes, so they need his action and his scoring, too. Keep the pressure on people.
Dante Allen, former Mr. Kentucky, is in, and for Auburn.
Nice job by Williams following up his own shot just then also. Did you see that set for Auburn, though? I think that's a little bit of what Kentucky has to do. Either force the action on the blocks or try to drive it by some people, because at 1 for 5 from 3, that's not getting it done. There you go.
Brooks hangs and hits threes. He's okay
he's
with
even
either.
happier.
18-12.
Better defensive job in the middle of the paint there by Kentucky. Let's see if they can get something. Go to the
Tigers
hoop.
turn it over.
There
Brooks
you go.
Gets inside for the high release point, so it's going to be tough to block Thor's shot. Boston challenging, slam down.
To himself, hey, what should I do with the ball when I catch it? It's catch and go, and that lefty always has a little bit of an advantage because guys are jumping towards the right side of his body.
Kentucky up by 2.
Oh, watch out.
Upstairs, a special.
Rallied now and lead at 22-21. J.D. Note. So who's the front man then on Arkansas, would you say? I know, we got a whole band out there. Band of 5. Who's the front man for Arkansas basketball? This Georgia, Alabama. They had a chance to beat Auburn. They had a chance to beat Alabama, Missouri, Tennessee, Georgia. Just 4 and 6 could be 9 and 1 if they were able to finish those last 4 minutes. And Brooks hard to the rack, and he gets it to.
Must have going to stay in that zone, Ravi. It's a 2-3 zone. Sometimes they stack those guards up top and overplay a little bit. Can't get careless with the ball.
Watch 11. They'll try to get it to Allen to fire up a 3. They got 10 on the shot clock. Jackson to a cutting Brooks to the rack with the left.
Got to be mentally tougher, physically got to be more aggressive, and we can't turn the ball over and miss one-on-ones, 2 of them that cost them big time against Ole Miss.
Starr with a tough catch in traffic. Hands one off Keion Brooks. How sloppy his team was in the second half of their loss to Ole Miss on Tuesday. They were 5 of 20 from the field in the second half and had 11 second half turnovers. And that was
really turned
pretty much solely responsible for a very low scoring 2-point loss. Keion Brooks. Shot fake. Finish.
Phenomenal job for his school, Sunrise Christian, as they went to overtime to beat the #1 team in the country, Mount Vernon Academy from out of Orlando.
Other way, he glides in for 2.
That's a big time move right there by Springer. Showing that athleticism, going the length of the court.
Showing some.
Guy steps in. Potential. How about guys
Scobie on the drive. That was too strong. Here comes Devin Askew. He'll cross over. It's a shot. The throw down.
The books, he can also learn about the gala.
There's a big triple for Tennessee. Victor Bailey makes it a 4-point game. With 5.5 gone by here in the second half. Only the 3rd made 3 in 16 tries for the Vols.
Tell you one thing, they were down 17 last year against Kentucky and came back. Nice try.
Devin Askew to his left comes up short. Offensive rebound. Heavily bounce. Bailey able to knock one down.
Yeah, Bailey put up some points, and that's his strength.
Stay with the hot hand. Why not?
I don't like that. Yeah, I hear that. Xavier Pinson, 2 easy back-to-back layups now for Missouri, and they've opened up a 9-point lead. See Calipari trying to find the right formula. Look at the guys on the floor now. Dante Allen, Keion Brooks, Lance Ware, Askew, and Sarr. That's Keion Brooks. He's open, and he knocks it down.
And he told me that his dad, when he's in the 6th grade on a drive home from a basketball game, told him, son, you're never going to be the fastest dude on the floor or the guy that jumps the highest. And if you don't play harder than everybody else every time, you've got no shot. And Lucas said, man, I took that to heart when I was 12, 13 years old, and here he is, 20, 21 years old. Man, putting basketballs over for him, but he 12 and white, is a 10 out of 10 in terms of a team.
This ball's grabbed by Kentucky off the miss.
That lane really gets crowded early for Kentucky, doesn't it? Not only is it difficult to go by their guy, but a lot of times they're just driving it into a crowd because of their interior spacing. So
it's very quiet offensively. Haven't been able to get him that ball on the block. Pickett, runner. No good. Good board by Jackson.
Can you score right now in transition if you're Kentucky? There you go. You got you.
That's a goaltend on Tillman.
That's the strength of his game.
Quinterly had his pocket picked. And a 2-on-1 for Kentucky. Keion Brooks, an easy layup.
Nice little transaction.
Boston, Sarr, that's his shot. In and out. Look at Brooks on the offensive glass. Lay it up and in.
There's the best.
After the drive, held up there by Brooks, and it's a rebound for Kentucky.
Kentucky being very physical with Trendon Watford to start this ball game.
Calipari also said when Mintz is on the floor with Askew, he wants him to play the role of point guard. Good pass to Brooks for the flush. Just like that. Free. They have Tennessee. 4 ranked teams coming up.
Yeah, win those games, get to 500, 1 game above, and we'll be putting you on that standby list quick.
A couple of acrobatic catches, the alley-oop, and that's thrown, and it's flush bomb. Seth is requiring or requesting of Jimmy when he said, keep your shirt on. At some point when the kids are asleep. We'll get to that.
No, it's interesting. I said, how does Cal fix his team this year? And Seth and I talked about it earlier in the week that Kentucky playing faster might be one of the ways to do it. I like Kentucky when they're pressuring defensively. It makes them play hard. And for Cal, you think, okay, am I going to turn my loose and play faster when my turnover rate already is driving me crazy? But so far, Kentucky only 4 turnovers, and they're playing at a pretty quick pace.
Keion Brooks, the high-arcing flip shots is actually something that Calipari has said to Brandon Boston using that language.
I think that's exactly how he has said it.
Good.
And that's the language that you have to say. And Brandon knows what it is. That backside, if not, close it out with a ball screen late in the shot clock.
Takes at it blocked. Brooks picks up the.
It just shows you how challenging it is to do that. And also complicated and compounded by this being an unusual and unique year in college basketball because of COVID.
Well, Coach Cal told us, he said, I've had to do some things that I don't necessarily want. Face and fire shot. No. Jackson, great hustle inside. Ten on the shot clock for Mintz.
So you go under that screening action. Yeah, until they hit a 3.
Here is Boston. Boston in the lane. Missed it. Follow no. How about Sarr? No. Brooks. Yes. 4th attempt.
Back and got the starting job. Put his nose down with the work. Became coachable. Became tough. I got a lot of respect for Devin Askew because didn't run from hard.
Cooper wanted a goaltend on Brooks. Looked like he had a clear lane in the basket. Ooh, clear lanes. And off to Mintz. Good ball fake. And in the paint misses him.
Now that will be a defensive. There you go, Sarr. Get out and run and put pressure on folks. You just got to make the 1-footers, right?
And that would help. Brooks, though, uses his body.
The game gives you. Read what the game gives you and make those plays.
Biggest spot of this game with 5.5 to go and a 10-point Auburn lead.
Tried to run an elevator play for Allen.
Good drive. Tough drive there. Today. Nick Richards tweeting today, rest in paradise, Big Ben. Again, a kid that came out of high school, had Tommy John surgery, Dickie, his senior year. He was a big-time 6'9" prospect on that. Boston driving,
Boy, he left himself with a tough shot. The follow-up from Brooks.
Nice fake.
Mintz and Jackson, two-man game, too many missed layups. There's Brooks with a follow.
On his team, we talk, I'm ready to do the game the next day. The phone rings. No game. No game. I'm 0 for 3 so far with Baylor. They got the best defensive team, Carl. I would love to see the matchup, them and Gonzaga. Great offense with great defense.
Be great. Brooks working hard on the baseline. He gets a tough shot to.
Well, Florida started SEC play just before the new year, December 29th, with the win at Vanderbilt. They followed that up with a home win over LSU. Reasons to like them, especially after that performance against Clemson. They ran the football so well. Alabama, that tremendous offense. It should make for a great national championship game. Askew finding Mintz. Brooks all the way. Keion Brooks.
Nice straight line, getting him the basketball, and he's finishing at the rim and in the paint.
Leading scorer for the Cats. He's got the first 2 field goals here in the second half.
I really like Brooks' maturity out there on the court. He's doing a great job of getting rebounds, passing the basketball, and making his team better.
Here's Boston, drops it off to Brooks, who throws it down.
Great offense, great footwork to get the shot. You got to reward yourself when you catch it that close to the basket.
Boy, they are really looking to go through Sarr.
Yes, they are. On this catch, it was a double team. Oh, my gosh.
Off the bench with 4 points. Here's a long 3 by Locke. And here he goes the other way. Big time throw down by... Florida had cut the lead to 12, but since then, Kentucky has gone on a 9-0 run.
Yeah, Florida's in a danger zone right now. They've got to come up with a stop or some multiple stops to get back into this ball game.
Here's Brooks. He's had a splendid game. Gives it up. Gets it back from Jackson. Keion Brooks, one more.